The Town Star competition happening on September 2nd, 2025 will feature the roasted garlic meta. The craft requirements for roasted garlic are 6 garlic and 3 butter. It is crafted in the Italian restaurant with the craft time of 1 minute and 30 seconds and stored in the storehouse. For this competition, roasted garlic will give 180,000 stars for each one sold. The trade time for this competition is 60 seconds with a 1 gasoline cost per trade. The starting layout provided for this competition is a desert biome with a river on the south side and a mountain on the east side. The oil seep is closer to the mountain on the east side. The cash boosts for this competition are garlic from 400 to 30,000, which is an insane 75 times cash boost, so you'll have no issue getting all the cash that you need for this design. And of course there's also butter from 20,000 to 80,000. The rewards for this competition are the standard Gala rewards for reaching the top 1200 placements in the leaderboard by the time the competition ends. Rewards are usually distributed directly to your account within 5 days. This is my no NFT required roasted garlic design. It is doing 41 roasted garlic per hour. I am going to scroll through the production rate so you can see the production rate of everything. There's not a whole lot of items involved, and this meta is very similar to baguettes, seeing as we need a lot of butter. Instead of flour though, we will just be using garlic, which isn't as bad, so we only need to worry about salt and sugar for the windmill crafts. I will talk a little bit about this design before I break it down, as usual, breaking down the crafting process. So I have my milk set up on the southeast side over here, 11 milk barns and all the meadows for them to feed upon. Of course, all the milk barns have the 3 passive water that they need. I have my crops down here, of course, next to the river, several tree farms, 3 sugarcane fields, and 4 garlic farms right here. And as you can see, a lot of salt fields. That's because we were not provided an ocean edge, so that means there's no passive salty for the salt fields, so they're all on a red craft timer. Now the good thing is, I suppose, is this will allow us to have green timer windmills in between all of the space. So I'm using 7 green timer windmills in this one, and I have the bakeries and the Italian restaurants all next to each other right here, with the only 2 storehouses in the entire design close to each other. And for the gasoline production, I have that on the northeast side, your standard gasoline production, of course, because the oil seep is located here, so that means I won't need to use any forklift or oil pumps. And I also do have the lumber mill, lumber yard, which is jammed with lumber, and the warehouse. So this is just to get the lumber and energy we need to build everything else. So at the very end, you don't need these 3 buildings. You could get rid of them and use that space for something else. Now, to break down the crafting process of everything, I decided I'm going to try to use the Townstar Playbook Planner to just show you all on here what each item is crafting and what the crafting chain is on and whatnot. You can also see the production prediction was telling me I would get about 42 roasted garlic from this design. It was very close, surprisingly, with the 41 roasted garlic that I showed you. Most of these predictions, obviously they're not going to be perfect, but they are pretty accurate to what I got. So I have 5 logger houses in charge of collecting the wood from 11 tree farms, 10 of which are on a green craft timer. 1 is on a yellow craft timer because it has a 1 shade from this windmill. Wood is being taken to all of the windmills. There are 6 farm tractors spread around the town collecting the crops, which are the sugarcane from the 3 sugarcane fields, garlic from the 4 garlic farms, and all of the brine from the red timer salt fields. As you can see, a lot of red here. There are 3 silos in this design. This one gets the brine and garlic, this one gets brine and sugarcane, and this one only gets brine. For the windmills, there are a total of 17 windmills. 5 are making salt on a green craft timer, 6 are making salt on a red craft timer, 2 are making sugar on a green craft timer, and then 4 are making sugar on a red craft timer. The sugar and the salt get dropped off at these 2 storehouses right here. Now for the livestock, we have the 11 milk barns right here, all collecting getting feed from the 37 meadows, and we have 2 ATVs to pick up the milk and take it to this storehouse. Now that we're making the milk, salt, and sugar, we also have 3 bakeries making butter, dropping it off to either 2 of these storehouses, and then we have the 2 Italian restaurants making the roasted garlic, and they're picking up garlic from this silo and picking up butter from either of these 2 storehouses. Looking at this now, I realize it's probably a better idea to rotate this one so that it makes more sense for the Italian restaurants to pick it up faster. That would increase the potential amount of roasted garlic I could make, but hey, it worked out anyways. And for the gas setup, of course, we got the 2 water pumps, 2 power plants, the refinery in between them making gasoline, the refinery to the side making petroleum with passive crude oil from the oil seat, and the fuel storage across both of them. And like I already explained before, the lumber mill, lumberyard warehouse, that's just there for building materials. You can get rid of that at the end. And at the very corner on the northeast side, we have the trade depot. Now there are 3 empty spaces I decided not to use. You have a builder house right here. Really, you could have a builder house in these 2 spots and then move your trade depot over here. It won't affect anything. And maybe you could use these 3 spots for other building like tractors or loggers or whatever you would need. That is if you were trying to improve this rate further. Now this actually is making more milk than it is salt and sugar. As you can see, milk's at 260 per hour, salt's at 247, sugar's at 127. If you were to get the salt to 260 and sugar to 130, then you would have enough to make 130 butter, and you would already have enough garlic to get to 43.3 roasted garlic per hour, so that would already be an improvement. So the milk right here is fine. If you can manage to get more salt, which would require more salt fields and maybe yet another windmill making salt, then you can improve this just a little bit further. But as you saw, here's what it looks like on the Townstar Playbook Planner visualizer. I will also create a separate file that works on townstarplanner.online. Total cost is about 7.3 million. Wages are 8,670 per minute, but like I said, there's not going to be any issue with the wages on this one because you can just sell some extra garlic and you'll be set. If you didn't notice already, I accidentally got over $1 billion on this design just from letting the garlic rush run for like a day maybe, and it really wasn't a crazy garlic rush either. So as I said on the previous video, the Townstar Playbook Planner right now is available for early access to all of my supporters. The idea is eventually it would be public in sometime next year. Before that, maybe I'll have opportunities for some people to get early access to it. Maybe some kind of key prize for like a community build showcase event is what I was thinking. But in the meantime, there's still a lot of improvements to be made to it. I've been making improvements to it every week, but it is a lot of work. I have fun designing these builds already, you know, even the no NFT builds. Of course, I have fun designing my competition build, but it also has been fun to use the Townstar Playbook Planner's production prediction tool to try to predict what I possibly could make for the design that I'm working on. But I think that's all I have to say here. I really don't think this design is that complicated. So I hope you found this helpful and informative. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. If you want to help support the channel, you can find links in the description on how to do so. And as always, I appreciate your support and thank you for watching.